Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, limiting, amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, hero, psych, defender of the fatherland, king of kings, your lord and master. Off here to a 1v1 own glorious Crossroads. In the north, it is Zodiak fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Communist Darling. Rolling out here with the glorious 23rd Tank Corps. In the south, it is the Angry Dutchman, angriest of the Dutchmen. His anger knows no bounds. Fighting here for the Oberkommando West, Germany, Deutschland. Rolling out here with the 1st Panzer Division here with Overwatch, Elite Armored and Special Operations, Triple Infantry versus Airborne Troops, Urban Defense and Guard Rifle. Also, very big thanks to Martin for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money. Big thanks to you, Martin. You're part of my company here alongside my Patreon supporters, these wonderful chaps who keep me in the business by giving me their hard-earned money on a monthly basis. Other people can join the ranks by clicking on Patreon and my undying gratitude now and for all eternity, even in the afterlife, where I probably will one day be ruling with an iron fist too. Anyways. And of course, you can also just donate again. Also has my course big thanks. Links in the description. Also, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Third console there for Zodiak, and these two we got console up against the Sturm Pioneer, pushing the back, season these some fuel Pioneer with the full communities hard at work with the sandbags. Console moving towards the center here. In the west side, we got points big seasons as well by Zodiak. Engineers backing off there. Two full here so far for Angry Dutchman. But imagine a third squad being dispatched to the front line here as Angry Dutchman most incandescently considers his options. Fire almost threatening to burst from his hair due to the sheer anger that is already accumulating in him. Sturm Pioneers holding up here. Second unit squad on the way there for Zodiac and the Red Army. Standard build with the triple conscript engineers, very common with Soviets. Full conscript build, which used to be the common build, has, it still sees some usage, but very much triple conscript engineers is like the heavily favored one since it offers more flexibility and still a good amount of infantry. Sandbags in the center here, conscripts hard at work there, piling up first dirt and then some wooden crates and then a few sandbags, like, they're sprinkling a cake with, a bit of sprinkle, but instead they're sprinkling with sandbags. Comes to the full grenadiers, comes from the forwards here. West side go full coming up there, trotting the way there for Angry Dutchman. Skirm's going to get intensifying. Storm from in there could definitely get a bit spicy there for Zodiac, trying his best, but at the end, Angry Dutchman with sheer infantry powers overwhelm this Zodiac's conscripts the front switch. So it's not without giving Angry Dutchman there a bit of a beating as well. The one full squad that was almost depleted. Grand grenade chucked through the door, of course, signaling to Zodiac there's already another truck on the field there. And that, of course, will have to affect his planning. Bart White from the East to defend the, well, let's generously call it sandbag wall. I'd like to call it sandbag fighting position. As if though it's word they're going to, word sued by the Sandbag Corporation for, false advertisement. Comes there being pushed back. That's not a sandbag wall. As part of the sandbag conglomerate, we're going to have to sue you to protect the brand of sandbag walls. Forwards doing punching forwards here. A bit of skirmishing there. Intense fighting between Angry Dutchman and Zodiac in the center. Got the countering pushed back. Then another Balhan Granada here used to support the attack. Excellent work there by Angry Dutchman. Makes it much harder for Zodiac to hold precision. Course pushes troops onto him just even for a brief while, making him need to get shot to bits there. If he had a machine gun, of course, this would be even better, since again, that gives a increased chance of getting some press faster. East side here, though, we got Country moving up there. Battle headquarters going up here for Angry Dutchman in the base. Nothing further yet here for Zodiac. But I imagine, yep, we got the medics up. Flamethrowers up there for the engineers. And of course, with the conscripts, theoretically, nearby could emerge, but the conscripts themselves with a high chance of getting a wipe, so obviously has to back off there. Another Banham Granada here from Angry Dutchman being locked in the general direction of Zodiac's infantrymen, threatening to light a fire under their feet and posteriors. Skirmishing around the center between Angry Dutchman and Zodiac. Furious fighting and developing between these two hardened commanders. In the far east, the Zodiac here taking them to outmaneuver Angry Dutchman, sends a depleted conscript towards the eastern field point, realizing they cannot fight, at least not without being pulled back for reinforcement and healing. And who's got time for that anyways in these busy times? Engineers are being routed, conscript holding up in the center. Angry Dutchman didn't think to find, though themselves being depleted. Got a fast back half track, got the Schwer supporting company up there for Zodiac. Troops enforcing. Medics not yet there for Angry Dutchman. Can of course use the the Sturm Pioneers to lay down some medical supplies. Grab these in point here and laying down another sandbag fighting position. Why can't they just lay down sandbags? Well, due to some mistakes at the Ministry of Sandbagging, there's a ministry for that. Well, technically a commissariat, but you know, details. Apparently a lot of the sandbags were misallocated and sold to the Germans before the war began. Oh, yes, well, the people in charge were shot along with their families and their pets. Well, that explains a lot of things. My name is Flag Half Track, almost down there for Angry Dutchman. Conscript units at the centre. Conscript, they're being retreated now, having done their part in establishing a sandbag fighting position. 251-17 out there for Angry Dutchman. There will later be the 251-17 Ausführung D, which was basically without the sort of folding down sights. The gun, I think, was a bit more raised. It had a bit more turret, so there's a bit more protected position for the gunner. Fun fact. Sturmpeeling on east was there, but good push there for Zodiac. Actually, despite losing engagement in the center degree there, he was able to like turn the game around with just outmaneuvering his opponents. So good play there. More fortification work here from Zodiac. Again, making harder for Angry Dutchman to make easy pushes, which of course is very important. So 2 thumbs up at Zodiac, who's gone for Guard Rifle, and we got Overwatch here for Angry Dutchman. We got Jaegers there. Besides, you know, the early warning systems, the For the Fatherland, howitzers, sector assault. In most cases, though, these 2 there, for example, will never see really any usage, and it's mostly down to sector assault. Occasionally, howitzers will see usage. Mostly just Jaegers and sector assault. That's pretty much like the only 2 reasons you see this often being used. Most of the time. Again, small time is also be for this one. I mean, we've got K1 heavy tanks, got riflemen, submachine guns, or counter assault tactics, though that never gets used. Howitzers, which occasionally use usage, and of course, the Sturmoldic attacks. Flak happening about the units out in the west. Would be good for some Garfield and Zodiac, and there you go, making the console from the knees, thumbs up. Good work there. Flak happening blasting the counter inside the building. Focusing up there in the east here, we got the focus coming up there as well. Looking to outmaneuver Zodiac and punish him, but we've got that control. Good play there by Angry Dutchman, looking to regain initiative and momentum against his socialist foe. Continuing around it, Filgan sitting up there, Flak Half Track rushing forwards. Ooh, that was not a great Flak Half Track setup there. Interesting enough, he did not pop smoke either. And unsurprisingly got punished. He probably wasn't expecting to get spotted there, obviously, but usually in these circumstances, you just don't mess about with it. You just pop smoke and hope to get out of there fast and don't get spotted. You don't take chances. Medic's almost done their thing with Dutchman at the west side here, though. Zodiac, though, could actually get away with taking up now for a fast tank and command and push out T7 here versus Angry Dutchman. Would definitely, I think, leave Angry Dutchman in a fairly uncomfortable position. But Zodiac instead push with the max machine gun, more concerned in the now run, you know, a few minutes down the road. Can't blame him for that. But at the same time, arguably a fast T7 would just really be an aggressive kick to the shins on Angry Dutchman and the Germans. Going for the Western fuel point here, Angry Dutchman looking to return the favour now here to Zodiac and his fuel harassment. Good play there. We got some mines down there from Zodiac and the other army. Could of course consider salvaging the Flak Half Track, but it's a fuel. That'd be a good idea there. Okay, he's going for a second Flak Half Track. That is exceedingly very rare. Like, I actually think this is the first time I've seen someone actually go for a second Flak Half Track. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I watched so many replays in so many matches over the years, like, you know, it all becomes a bit of a blur, but this is, if not unique and a unicorn moment, certainly incredibly rare. I mean, it's not actually like Eagle being built again in some cases, but typically not a Flak Half Track. So interesting to see where this goes. Particularly, and this is also where they might get a bit more worrying. It's because, you know, he's actually behind a Macron, particularly his opponent's actually been able to like, gain a fuel lead here with Angry Dutchman already, so sinking into another Flak Half Track is because of that a bit risky, and just, you know, further compounds. Of course, we can see with, you know, at times when players do the same thing with T7s, they can turn the game around, so it's obviously not impossible. And certainly a Flak Half Track now might still offer more pressure versus Zodiac now, and could make it harder for Zodiac to take up. So it's not like, you know, it's without merit, but it's definitely not what I see myself envisioning. But again, I'm not Angry Dutchman, so, you know, details. He's certainly a better player than me. At least when it comes to, well, like I say, at least he is. For now. But no, Jaegers moving back in the north. Tank coming up there for Zodiac and the Red Army. Focusing out there for Angry Dutchman. Maximum pursuing the center. Basil wanting some attention, but I'm obviously a bit busy making this video. I'm sorry, Basil. Tank trim count there, almost done by Zodiac. I mean, at this point, you could actually get away, I think, with going for the mechanized on the company and then rushing out to T-34 just waiting a bit for KV1. Then again, the flak half-tack might make it happen, just wait out there for big tanks at the flak half-tack. In theory, in the meanwhile, can do a lot of damage, and there's, of course, lose turn the Sis gun as well. I mean, okay, will he have learned his lesson? Does he pop smoke? Yes! Good. 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 Still, nice bit of harassment. That said, with the center victor being controlled, he can still technically connect his western resources, which is a bit amusing. Fighting for decent fuel point here. Map certainly is looking a bit more quilted. Troops sitting out there. Again, of North Frankie Dutch. Time to, of course, realise he's going to get hit by something armoured very soon. And it's not going to be an armoured ice cream van. North Jaegers with the Country Engineers getting some light hits there with their rifles. But a bit isolated. I don't think he maintained position for long. Better have to retreat. Flak having fixed up. You suddenly get the folks with the Country. They're still fighting a fuel point. Almost got it back. We got a Brandhand Granate in an excellent position. The folks are finding a way there. Fun fact, the Brandhand Granate was actually an incredibly rare weapon, from what I can tell. I mean, the only sort of source I've ever found is actually a German website on it, which is, to me at least, indicates it didn't see a lot of usage. It's like only something the Germans themselves talk about. Because here's the thing, the Germans produce their own Molotovs. They call them Brandflaschen, or fire bottles, basically, or burn bottles. And that's basically it. Like, they just mass produced them. Dark green bottles, I suppose you'd recognize them for like beer bottles, I guess. And you know, they just like, you know, produce them at factories. They don't like kind of like in a storm match, or what do you call that? Or you know, some sort of like detonated like steel hand grenade and it set it off. So, fun fact there. And I found amusing one thing that typically never gets like talked about is the Germans just mass produce Molotovs industrially, chuck at the enemy. Probably because, you know, it's a fairly easy low-tech solution, which is not always what the Germans are known for. But there you go, Zodiac there pushing straight for the mechanized armor company. Clearly not intimidated here by the flak half-tack too much. Still keeping up pressure there, very good. He's going to need another Kednav though, because with that second flak half-tack and all the other stuff, tanks are not going to be immediately on the horizon here for tank reduction because of Zodiac. Troops getting ready up north here for Zodiac. But he's scrambled here, folks, being hammered by the Maxim machine gun. Flak upping up, they're going to bombard the building with its 2cm flak cannon. Getting a quick kill there. MG-34 will also further contain infantry. That's a very good move there by Dutchman. He's starting to get some map control here back versus the Zodiac, so good, but that will encounter an issue now that K1 heavy tank is on the way for Zodiac, and the Red Army and Angry Dutchman really only has a one Raketen to stop that, which in most cases is insufficient. He's going to need at least 2 Raketen Evers. Or a lot of flak half-tracks, and even that's probably going to be enough, obviously, but you know, I just wanted to say it. He's going to need a lot of flak half-tracks to stop that thing, but in reality, he could have like 10 of them, and they'd probably be able to stop it. Seemed like they were veterans 5. Well, except maybe they were all flanking it from the rear, in which case, maybe, but I think the problem is how do you fit 10 flak half-tracks there in the first place. K1 almost done there for Zodiac. Pushing up the centre. Flak half taking out the field gun, doing some damage there, coming bit to bit. Storm Pioneer moving in there. Flak half takes it again. No, there we go. You also typically want to move though, because opponents may just attack round into the smoke there just to make sure you actually moved. That's a bit awkward there for Angry Dutchman, but there you go, K1 heavy tank out there, and well, he does have 2 Raketen after now. That's going to be great. Now the next chick's going to be surviving long enough to get out some armor here. That's the Zodiac. It is at least the second flak half tech more, but even then I feel like, you know, didn't really manage to turn himself in here against Zodiac either. So, a bit unfortunate for Angry Dutchman's big flak half tech experiment. Rather went flat half track instead of flak. Back at troops reinforcing healing, filling the whole back here, 140th Zodiac and the Red Army, 23rd Tank Corps, pushing ahead for the glory of Comrade Stalin. Grab these some point of the engineers, truck out there for Angry Dutchman and the German Army. Getting the wing in spot here, but concept already. The support there. Finally around the centre, Max push back German took the Kepler Lander hitting the K1, but has to retreat there. It could actually been very unlucky the K1 character like cleared out the crew there, in which case Angry Dutchman probably had more reason to be angry. That said, he's got both fuel points right now. I mean, with all this going, still managed to like get some map control over Zodiac, so theoretically him getting out some sort of armor isn't entirely impossible at like a decent pace, because there's the also good chance that the time he gets out anything, that Angry Dutchman is going to have like even more K1s out there, which is going to be even tougher than for Angry Dutchman to deal with. Got harassment there by Zodiac, of course. Keeping up pressure. Keeping what meant to be like digging up the sandbags here. Closer and closer to Angry Dutchman space to make it again easier for Zodiac to defend against German counterattacks. Sorry about the hiccups. Very sorry. You need something out there. Okay, one rushing eastwards here, catching the folks out in the open. Concept riding down in the west, but yeah. Angry Dutchman is in a fairly tight position. I'm not talking about an incredibly ill-fitting spandex suit. I mean, he could be in one when he's playing the game, but you know, that's his thing. That's not for us to judge. But German transport field and Mabani as well, trying to get the support one behind. They're getting good hit on Ken there for Van got on the maximum, which means press for 34. Could pop into any arm around step, don't think it'll be half out. There we go, again on K1. Storm Pioneer getting better free here. Pack off the K1 here. Nice counter attack here by Angry Dutchman against Zodiac. Getting some good hits there. Could take out the field and crew and turn it to his own German devices. I think that could be a good idea here for Angry Dutchman. He's just salvage it from fuel, which wouldn't hurt either. But I need to get that truck up going. He needs to like prepare for some armor soon. Field and crew there being let dry here by Angry Dutchman's infantry, and there we go. Got the gunners. Now will he make a run for it? Will he salvage it? K1 down to less than half health here. Field gun secured for the glory of Deutschland. Consequently, only if the previous jump house wouldn't have to get. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one there without more support. Machine guns being hauled forward to the front line. Infantry as well there. Looks like, concussive grenade by the jump for hitting the troop. Got air support here as Zodiac frantically tries to stop the field gun heist here. And possibly being deported to Gulag. Sounding fun, tell about that one. Trucks are not doing anything. Thank you, Dutch. Obviously, too preoccupied with the front line, but still would be half bad trying to get it upset soon. Foxman westwards here for Angry Dutchman. Engineers being shot for the nuclear foot close range. Engineers still flanking up with a minesweeper, which is less impressive. I mean, if you gotta kill someone with a minesweeper, that'd be impressive, but that's technically impossible. Okay, well, then being on forward here. Choose your rocket launcher here for Zodiac. Obviously, turn off the support weapons. Air support can rain down here. Schwer Punderpool is finally setting up, though. Hopefully not right there, since they'll block a lot of movement. It's close, though. It's close. I mean, it's obviously safer, though, inside of his base at the moment. So, I mean, thumbs up to that. A lot of players, I think, the next day is just setting up the Schwer Punderpool side of his base because they can and don't consider, like, the east end, which the opponent can destroy it and then take it back significantly. So, good work there by Angry Dutchman again. It does make movement a bit awkward for some things. I'm not a super fan of that, but yeah, it's not terrible. And there you go, sandbags in the car pod here. Zodiac's major taunt here against Angry Dutchman. Maximum getting flanked with the full grenadiers. Bit awkward there.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
K1 being fixed up here for Zodiac's engineers. Kind of open out there, double in fact, clearing out the sandbags. It's just the sandbag finding position. Don't want to get into trouble with the sandbag operation. Anyways, troops being up here in the center. K1 being fixed up. Could choose your rocket launcher. Apparently cancel and then decide to go for it again. Interesting amount of indecision there by Zodiac. Schwer Punch goes up and authorized. We go for the Panzer IV Model J, though that's the K1. He might actually want to go for the Jagdpanzer. But then again, he just goes for the Panzer. He could also go for Panthers, obviously. We shall see. Flame from start of the building course being a bit of an issue there. Fuel point is being seized here by the engineer squad, but at the same time on the west side could hit then Zodiac's fuel point in the west, the cemetery. Field gun opening up. And with a 3 anti-tank guns, the Jagdpanzer could argue offset the overkill. You could just go for a Panther 4, to be honest. Good hit from the field gun there, punching straight for the K1's frontal armor. Got the Katyusha out there for Zodiac and the Red Army. Nice shot from field gun again. Heading west was there for the fuel point. Very good. Katrusha flanking at the support weapons. And Dutchman, of course, quickly seeking to get the position. And then the field crew gets splattered across the ground. Eastern field secured. Jaeger's executed as he runs from his field gun to abandon. More support here. This time they cannot and turn on anti-aircraft mode to shoot down the aircraft. That'll be going to be here for angry Dutchman to consider. And there we go. He does it with almost perfect timing. 2 thumbs up there. That's it. It's going to take some time to shoot them down, but you know, it's better than nothing. Okay, one of the Russian force here. Half health. Okay, never shoots and misses. Pentagon Mollier almost done here for angry Dutchman. Send gun counters ready there. Using these people engineers.
The enemy is attacking our HQ.
Fortunately for the Western victory point, aircraft crashed down inside the base. No casualties, except of course for the pilot. T-34 some 6 for Zodiac. Machine holding up there. Panther Force sitting out, shoot at the pinlight machine gun. And again, might of course be setting up here for the sector assault and hope to turn the game around with the Luftwaffe. K1 damage engine with the Panther Faust. You can imagine the engineers quite ticked off. Unfortunately, you're going to try and take out the K1, of course, with the mouthful of suffering undue damage. Shot bounced. T-34 ready here for Zodiac and the Red Army. Shot went through there and sinking up support that backed up the Strumpkin and the Volksgrenadiers. Using a bit of trouble, he got playing too close. In fact, it's more damage there. Shot missed for the Kenner, the Strumpkin up there. Constantly taking in trouble there. Lots of shots there. K1 bouncing them all off. Shot bounced again. More shots bouncing or missing. That is some incredible luck for Zodiac K1 heavy tank. Shot bounced again. K1 escapes into the base here, crashing through the hedges. Richard rocket launcher clears up the field and crew again. Picks up the Panther 4 here. Need to get that decent fuel as possible. Back at base here, reinforcement healing. MD-34 for some maximum winters being the building. T-34 for Zodiac and the Red Army. Glory of Comrade Stalin. Trouble engineers now here by way for Zodiac, increasing repair speed of course. Worth noting, we haven't seen a single guard squad, in fact we've only seen the air support and the K1 here.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Panther 4 there, close to Veteran G1, very close also to the sector assault here.
Ready for orders.
T-34, K1 activates the Panther 4.
Yes, comrade.
T-34 space in the south. Bit of quality between angry Dutchman and Zodiac, both sizing each other before the next push. Engineers, I imagine, busy with munitions cache. I actually thought they'd be laying down mines. But I guess Zodiac had bigger plans than that. Give a man a mine and you can cripple another man for life. Give him munitions cache and he can lay down many mines to cripple countless of men for life. That is the philosophy of the Soviet Union. Propagandacaster gets constant T for the flying right at Jaegers. Decent hit there. Panther 4 close to Veteran G1. Ready from the Panther 1, the T-Flip pushing through, and there you go, air support 1 foot called in. Zodiac unleashes Red Army aviation against the Germans, the fascists. And again, once more, Angry Dutchman shows a almost clinical precision with the timing there on his anti-aircraft mode and the Schwerpunkt quarters, which I imagine most other orbitals we would learn from because most of them apparently don't know it can do that. saying thumbs up there to Angry Dutchman. Keep rushing forwards here. Definitely soaked up a lot of damage here. 5 from the Panda 4. He's very close to the sector assaulting. He's got back. There we go. Get caught up into tank grenades. Again, we're routed. He's something got up here by Zodiak as well. Aircraft crashing down inside the base here. Guessing both aircraft got shot out of the skies. Good right there by the flak. Field gun cleared out here by Zodiac's infantry. Angry Dutchman can now pop the sector assault here because poor tank just saw on the wasting munitions on it. Certainly we've seen players do that. There you go, calling into here. Right as Zodiac swings forwards here. Close. Mine with inside the base went off, almost got the Panda 4. Being pushed back there. Got a wipe here, I think, on him. Oh, almost got the K1 and the T4. And the K1 goes down. Nice one here for Angry Dutchman. He definitely needed that here versus Zodiac. Though, of course, Zodiac's good to replace, but even then just getting rid of one, of course, the training spawn cut snowball with more K1s is still a win here for Angry Dutchman. Plus, you can salvage with a bit of extra fuel. You can also go for another Panda 4 now. 2 Panda 4s is definitely better than 1. Reinforcing healing here. There you go, another Panda 4 model there for Angry Dutchman. Here's another fire here. We got 257 from 367. Picture filling back here for Zodiac. Jaeger's flanking Maxim. Nice little flank there, but they had the fleets and actually cleared out by South. Panther in the centre here. Panther flanking the Jaegers. One thing Angry Dutchman also might consider getting out some orbital done since they do pack quite a punch and I think they're quite efficient when it comes to infantry support weapons, so that could also be a good investment here for Angry Dutchman eventually here versus Zodiac. And there you go, Panther 4 getting 32 getting a nice action boost here, which is great versus infantry. Great stuff. And it gets another one of that T4 making it even more accurate. It also used to get more accurate range at that T4, but sadly they took that away. Anyways, K1 setting out there for Zodiac. Coming forward against the field gun there, catching off guard. She's in the centre victory point, Panther rushing forwards. Shot fired. Missed though, unfortunately. But fortunate for Zodiac, depending on perspective. Good hit from the field on the K1 there, punching through their Scoop. Junior gaining a 25. Something shot bits out there. Good hit from the Panther as well there. Front picks dropping like sandbag substitutes. Chalo Lubinsk, sandbag substitute factory. Unions and Tifa pushing westwards. Back troops enforcing healing. Panther pursuits, Fulton shot to bits. Max and then getting S3, East level. Very nice there. Combined the government to clear it out. Got one gunner. There we go. So they got from that time. The Fulton back getting wiped out here by Zodiac's Tifa and Fulton 6 and nearby troops. Good hit from the Tifa 400 good sign on the Panther 1. Another air raid here from Zodiac. Will Angry Dutchman time once more be yes with near religious precision. Thumbs up again. It is though Angry Dutchman training for this all his life. He's got the western victory point. Counting 5 on the Panther 4. Other Panther 4 heading eastwards here. Going to go for the conscript. Hoping to not to split up his armor too much either. So always remember the words of Hungarian. Strike with a fist, not an open hand. Counting chucked into the Panther 4. Flag craft taking. Oh, got an aircraft, I think. And it almost hit the Katyusha. Or the use actually. I think borders might have been hit there by some shrapnel. She's cleaning out the field gun again. Good lord. Like, are there magnets strapped to that rocket and just magnets strapped to the field gun as well? Like, just ensure incredible accuracy somehow. Because that is the third time that field gun has been cleared out by the Katyusha. In fact, I think the only thing that's wiped that field gun completely is just Katyusha rockets. At least most of the time has been. Pentacle will be tried to hit from the T-34 from 6 stage. She's doing moving forwards. Almost got the field gun. Got it.
One of our AT guns has been neutralized.
Ground less than point of engineers. Could have look at the T-34 from 6. H-5 tanks will have the Zodiac. At this point, Angry Dutchman may just want to consider Jagdpanzer no matter what, just have something with both, you know, good range, decent penetration, but also crucially, mobility to keep up with the tanks maybe finishing more fields. Because I think tends to be the issue if Angry Dutchman had time to just get away and he can't finish them. So the Jagdpanzer would give him a way to, like, you know, maybe have a chance at finishing the enemy tanks as they try to get away. Anyways, H-5 halfway done there, Frank. Oh, for Zodiac and the Red Army, got 200 versus 350.
The sector is at risk.
Picks up the Panzer IVs, going for the one that is, well, more veteran, but also crucially can go into the fight faster. Very good. This is good tank triage. You know, what matters is how veteran is the tank and how quick can you get back in the fight. So, you know, in this case, this one is higher priority, and this one, which is not veteran, that also is more damaged. So, good work there. Tank triage is an important thing. Be sure to ask your local tank mechanic about tank triage and how you can improve upon it. T-34 moving westwards here, got forced by the western cut-off point there, being hammered by the T-34. Got sandbags on the cut-off point there, sandbag finding position. Got to correct myself there. I should have up in the Panzer IV there. I'm going to in the conscript, get on the K1. K1 back north there, good hit from the Kimmer, punching straight for the frontal armour. Could use a rocket launch here, hitting the cannon alpha. Quite nasty, and clears out the crew again, my god. Do these rockets just like, you know, have just a straw of like Stalin's mustache there, like attached to this like front of them, so like somehow acting like a homing system, so they just hit with incredible accuracy or something. Because that is a hell of an inaccurate Katyusha. Meanwhile, Panzer seems to be using no says from Goering. And that explains how terribly inaccurate they are. Anyways, Pentland hitting the K1 there. Again, a punch straight through the K1 there. Another hit, they almost got it. More support here from Zodiac, and again, incredible timing here by him, and he also is going for Jagdpanzer finally. Thumbs up, tank it out, that's his strong in the map control. He's also, I think, getting a bit more honed in on certain parts of the map. They're making it easier for Zodiac to pin him in, which is not great for Angry Dutchman, but of course, it's amazing for Zodiac. So, Jagdpanzer's getting slowly ready. I still feel like some upside mobs are getting better for Angry Dutchman earlier as well. Panzer C-4 Constantly swing in there, air support continue being hammered here with the fair punch quarters 30-70 flak. Get moving around it. Yeah, he gets folks back up with the pan before Jagdpanzer almost done his Angry Dutchman, but map control wise it's looking pretty tough. 167 to 345. And there you go, Jagdpanzer's ready here for Angry Dutchman and the German army. Panzer's moving in there, veteran 2 and veteran 1. Could try and use some combat blitz, of course increases rate of fire as well, which is important. Going in deep in, support is a bit lacking, also stops our backs off. I can understand why, but Jagdpanzer going forward, see troops being expressed for the maximum already. Okay, one of the Panzer got it, veteran 3 again, Panzer 4, which is great, but at the same time being knocked out. Panzer 4 Panzer misses. Got the maximum push back here. We got 159 versus 345. More Katyusha fire here from Zodiac, hammering away there at Angry Dutchman's, well, non-existent position there. Jagdpanzer shoots, misses. Ken lands within the KV2. K1. It's eventually 2 though, but it's not a KV2. Jagdpanzer rolling forwards here. Shot 5, missed. Got a finish 5 there. Oh, you can't go ahead with the next tank grenade. Oh, there we go, good deal. That's definitely bad news there for Angry Dutchman's tank destroyers. Panther 4s are being repaired. Good hit there. Yak Panther can see again. Maybe get a hit there, but it's didn't react in time, and he misses at that. Situation for Angry Dutchman, obviously what we'd call rubbish. In the far west, the lone full squad that moves ahead here. Team for the force from 2040 and Zodiac, ace level, 12 kills, great shot. Jack Panther looking to go. Heading for the western victory point. Tifa looks like Kamoon should deal with them. Yep, and note, well, it's bringing pattern so you can actually get behind them and threaten the retreat path more efficiently. Panther 4 here providing support, Betty 2 gain, excellent. HG5, Betty 2 moving ahead here. Unfortunately, in trouble here. If the T-34 6 could hit. Got those consequences pinned down, moving forward to center. Okay, never in trouble. Put to the right about the T-34 6. Switching flame, we got another air run here, and of course. Oh no! A few second delay there by Dutchman. Also lost his 22 Panther 4 here. Then looking for a part, there you go. Panther looking for on property far, which is now very close to the ace level. Increase rate. No, they have to increase penetration. Not increase rate of. Oh, it does increase rate of fire. It's 22, which also used to give you increase rate of fire, but that point made it just too good. Jack Panther good hit there. Bounced. John will quite a bit of wiped here, and there we go. Maybe there's no way to play the tanks. Panther does get into 4, but then there's the gun. Jack Panther's out of the war, and with that, it's GG game over here. Lost for Angry Dutchman, a victory for Zodiac. Overall, well played by both. In the end, I think Zodiac just had better map control. Angry Dutchman at the time, I feel like could have just focused more on the sides. And also would have benefited, I think, from some orbs allowed and at least some light infantry guns with light artillery. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell the world, tell your friends, but of course, don't tell your enemies. This is Imperial Ancient Cheers. Thank you for watching. I've tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.